Hi everyone, it's Professor Hall. Welcome to week 4 of the Golden Age of Children's Literature. So we are moving on to our second text, which is Peter Pan, or The Boy Who Never Grew Up, and it is the stage play. So the first thing to note is that if you're not looking at the readings on Brightspace and you think that you have a copy of whatever we're looking at, we're not reading Peter Pan and Wendy. We are not reading... For sure, we're not reading the original short story in which Peter appears, The Little White Bird. We're not reading Peter Pan in Kensington Gardens, which is kind of an extension of the story that appeared in The Little White Bird. We are reading the original play, sort of, because as you'll find out from the lectures this week, the play was revised often. So it was originally produced in 1904. The version that you guys are looking at is actually from 1928, so technically just outside the bounds of the golden age of children's literature, but I think really still reminiscent of the time period that we're looking at, and certainly one of the most famous characters from that time period. A few things to note. I got really into talking about the background of this play. I give you guys a lot of depth and detail in my lectures about the author, some controversies about the author, what happened to the boys that this play was sort of based on, the ways in which their play inspired the story. And then I talk about the dedication, which is quite long, as well as Act 1. You are reading through Act 2. That's okay. I pick up with Act 2 next week, and I talk about Acts 2 through 5 in kind of a longer lecture, because there was so much in terms of history and lore and mythology and all of that that goes into kind of the making of Peter Pan. I also talk about Victorian theater, so that is something to note as well, and why plays like this were becoming popular, especially among the growing middle class, the need for entertainment. So those are some things to look for. If you want to really get the full view, you can jump ahead and watch the other lecture, but it is a little bit long, and that is also why I saved it for next week. So that's it. Can't wait to see your thoughts, everyone. Thanks.